12 mistakes that ruin perfect burgers. 1. You don't defrost the meat. You shouldn't throw frozen meat on a grill. Let it reach room temperature first. This will help you get a crust on your burger. 2. You overmix the meat. When you mix the meat with salt, it releases myosin. It is a motor protein bound up in the cells of the meat. The salt breaks down the cellular structure of the meat. If you mix too much, you activate too much myosin. You get a very chewy and very dense burger. 3. You don't preheat the grill. The surface should be hot before any meat touches down. This high temperature sears the burgers. Searing creates a brown crust, packed with flavor. It can keep juices inside your burger. This won't happen if you let your burger heat up slowly. 4. You don't make patties thick enough. A thicker patty can withstand a more moderate heat. It cooks evenly without charring on the outside. A patty should be around 3 or 4 inches thick. If it is too thin, it may break on the grill. If it's very thick, it may burn on the outside. It'll still be cold in the middle. 5. You don't clean the grill. Your grill sits outside in the elements. It's collecting dust and dirt, even if it has a cover. Charred residue can harbor bacteria. They also cause your burgers to stick to the grates. 6. You cut into your burger while cooking. When you cut the meat, you're releasing its juices. Meat's color doesn't necessarily tell if it's done. Use a meat thermometer instead. It tells the meat's temperature in a matter of seconds. For example, beef should have a temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. 7. You don't have the right meat for burgers. Cooks recommend mixing a few different types of meat. This will help you get your desired flavor and consistency. You can still buy straight ground beef, but keep an eye on the ratio of fat to lean meat. Burgers need at least 80% of fat. A lot of it will render off and baste the meat. 8. You don't pay attention while cooking your burgers. Grills have areas that are much hotter than others. The patties on these spots become overcooked quickly. You need to flip them sooner than others. Sometimes you need to rearrange your burger patties so none of them sit on the hot spots for too long. 9. You adding the cheese at the wrong time. Cheese is fairly delicate and it melts rather easily. You shouldn't put it on top of a steaming hot burger. You'll end up with messy cheese all over the place. Remove the burgers from the heat first. They'll still be plenty hot to melt the cheese. It's better to put cheese on the bottom bun. Then put your cooked burger patty on top. You'll have more room for the rest of your toppings. 10. You season the meat at the wrong time. If you add salt too early, it will draw out moisture. Other seasonings don't have the same drying properties, so you can add them really whenever you'd like. 11. You don't let the crust form. Don't press down on the patty during cooking. You start to see some juices form on the top. That's when you can flip the patty. 12. You add too many toppings. A burger is meant to taste plain and simple. Too many toppings will mask that flavor. Try to limit it to 2 toppings and a sauce.